I actually got this Shenron for a good price on eBay. Check it out in the link in the description. Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Kaiju, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hey, hello there collectors, it's Steven here, and today I'm bringing you a review of the Ichiban Kuji Ultimate Variation Shenron. So this is going to be the last prize figure of the most recent Ichiban Kuji for Dragon Ball in Japan, and unfortunately, this was not brought over to the United States, so not fun. Yeah, the way that this essentially works is in Japan, you go to one of the essentially convenience stores and you buy a ticket, you open up the ticket, and it tells you exactly what prize you won. Shenron being the last prize means you have to get the last ticket. So, yeah, this guy is actually really pricey if you're looking to buy him outright. And with everything going on in the world right now, expect to pay a pretty penny. However, may your wish come true with an awesome, amazing Shenron, or do you need to keep looking? Let's take a look to see whether or not he's worth adding into your collection. Normally, when it comes to my reviews, I do not cover the boxes. Reason being is that if you're a mint in sealed box collector, then, well, you can pretty much just look up the box on your own and you can make up your mind there. However, for this one, well, I just kind of wanted to showcase the box because it's a little complicated in the unboxing as well. And I wanted to do an unboxing video, but I just felt that I wouldn't have enough content to justify both of those because unboxing this is complicated. So, we're taking a look at the box as well, which is actually rather nice. It's well presented. Do keep in mind that this is going to be a big figure, so it's going to have a big box. There's actually a handle at the top. You can see Ultimate Variation and a lot of stuff in Japanese. So I really don't know much about what it says aside from Ultimate Variation and Bandai Spirits, which is what Banpresto was folded into. Fun fact though, Banpresto was Bandai, so it's kind of just a change in the name. Anyway, yes, so we do have one section of the box which actually gives you instructions because Shenron's whiskers are separate in the box, and it also comes with an extra little support stand that gets plugged into the base, which helps support Shenron's snake-like body. So do keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and just open up this big guy, and do take note that when you get this, if you get this, there are two special plugs for the whiskers. You can't just use them interchangeably. There's one dedicated left and one dedicated right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to just music while we open up Shenron. All right, we got Shenron open up here, and wow, what a figure. This is large, he is in charge, and he is definitely going to overtake your shelf. Definitely going to be somewhere around the 30 centimeter mark. He is, it's big, it's tall. Yeah, but I will say this, for being so tall, it's not really going to take up a lot of space on your shelf, but it is going to require a lot of vertical space. So if you have a Detolf, well, it's probably going to go up on the top. Now, we'll take a closer look at size in a little bit, because we're going to do a size comparison with some other Dragon Ball stuff. It's time to take a look at the sculpt and the paint for this guy, and I do have to say that the sculpt, that's the reason why I really wanted to get this, along with the size. The sculpt is fantastic. I don't know who sculpted this, but I will say that for Shenron, he does have a very aggressive expression on his face. And we're not really used to this much of an aggressive Shenron from the anime, the manga. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a dragon, so Shenron is going to look very angry. He's going to look ferocious. But here it almost looks like Shenron is getting ready to attack, which I actually do think is pretty cool. But at the same time, is it really truly capturing what we know Shenron to be? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. Sculpt-wise, again, we do have some muscles that we're able to see on the arms. I mean, this Shenron looks jacked, which is really cool to see. Now, when it comes to the paint, I'm not necessarily going to have to be so in favor here. Why is that? Well, let me just kind of break it down for you. The way that it's set up is that you're supposed to land on the very last ticket for the Ichiban Kuji, and then you get to take Shenron home. So effectively, it could be for whatever the ticket price is that the last one was, if that makes sense. So if the ticket is only 1,000 yen, then you only pay 1,000 yen for this, and you take it home because, hey, you were the last one to win prize, so hey, you get Shenron. Or you can spend upwards of $500, whatever that would be in yen. I'm not doing math at this time of night when I'm recording this, and you could take home all of the prizes, or you can just go ahead and buy one of these outright if you're looking to just buy it from someone who has it. So price range is definitely going to vary, but Bandai's MSRP and what they were factoring in for a budget here, it's difficult to decide. What my whole point is, what we're going to be paying for this on the aftermarket does not match up with the actual value of this figure. There are a whole bunch of things, like I would say clumpy paint, overspray, and just general paint mishaps like green paint on the teeth that are found all throughout the figure. And then it doesn't help when they paint it in just such a way that the seam lines and the connection joints, those actually do stand out if you are looking for them. So it's a little disheartening there. I will say, though, compared to the Figuart Shenron, it is nowhere near that bad. However, let's just go ahead and say this is a $250 figure. Not really cool there. They definitely should have up to the quality control, because that's not what we should be paying for. Yeah. But that being said, the issues that I have on my particular unit are not too terrible, and if I really wanted to fix them, I probably could. But at the same time, I should not have to fix them. But they're small, but I shouldn't have to fix them. But they're small, but I shouldn't have to fix them. I could continue this on and on. Now, Shenron does have a little cloud base, which is pretty neat. I actually saw a custom of one of these where it was a purple base, which I think would have been a bit more fitting to sort of add to the mystique of Shenron. But c'est la vie. This is what we have, and it does look nice. Overall, I do think that this is a fantastic representation of Shenron, and anyone who is a fan, the more aggressive side of Shenron, should like the way this is sculpted. Paint could be a bit better. Now we'll go ahead on to a size comparison with some other figures you just might have in your collection. Now, I will note that there are probably going to be some folks who are big Banpresto Ichiban Kuji collectors, whether it's going to be Grandista or it's going to be other Ultimate Variation, Masterlize, whatever it may be. Unfortunately, I don't really collect those, so I can only really show you 6-inch 1/12 scale figures. But I can show you with some Dragon Ball Figuarts, so this way, if you're looking to have a more impressive Shenron than the Figuarts on your shelf, you have a good idea here. Why isn't the Shenron Figuarts here? We'll take a look at that later in another video. I have this thing called Figure Fight. Yeah, get ready for that. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. This Shenron does cost a pretty penny right now, and initially when this came out, folks were paying anywhere from $350 to $400. Not the case as of the time of this recording. So prices fluctuate. Try to find it for a good price and you will be happy. Does it have issues? Yes. Are they acceptable? They're small. So yeah, they're minor, but at the same time, for what we are effectively paying, they shouldn't be there. But they're small, but they shouldn't be there. But they're small, but they shouldn't be there. Anyway, this is a great Shenron figure. And I got to be honest, if you don't have one yet and you're a 6-inch scale collector, yeah, this is definitely one of the ones you should be looking at. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.